today with Rama, and after he's done taking a break, we wanted to show you Superbowls. This is an excellent game for learning to work around distractions while staying within the safety of a predictable pattern that does not involve interacting with a trigger. To play the game, we'll use bowls or markers as stations to break up an open space and allow the dog to control where he wants to go. The dog will learn that reorienting to us will move us forward and continue the game. We can also use a mat or a crate to allow the dog to have an option to opt out of playing the game. This game builds good communication between the dog and the handler by putting the dog in control. Let's go see what it looks like. Ready, buddy?
Hello, I'm here with Rama and we're going to show you how we can play Superbowls. The first thing that we're going to do is start with this first bowl. Hello, I'm here with Rama and I wanted to show you how we can play Superbowls. The first thing that we did is we set up our bowls. We have them in a straight line. These bowls are being used as stations to break up this open space so that it makes it easier for our dog to go from this first bowl down to the last one. We have his mat over there on the side, so if he does feel like he wants to opt out of the game at any point because he might be feeling too much anxiety about something we're walking towards, he has the option to go to his mat at any point to end the game. He is going to be indicating to me when we can move forward by looking back at me and offering me attention. So the first thing we're going to do is charge this first bowl. So I'm going to put, there you go. I'm going to put a treat in the bowl and wait till he looks up at me. Good. When he looks up at me, I'm going to click and drop another treat in the bowl. Good. We're going to stay at this first bowl here first to make sure he gets a good idea that he is offering attention to continue the game. Good. And now that he seems to have gotten the game, we're going to move on to the next bowl. So I'm going to show him the treat so that he knows that we're moving together and place that in the next bowl. Once he looks up at me, we can fade that more. I can just go ahead and place the treat in the next bowl when he offers me attention. That is my indication that he's moving me forward. He noticed the distraction there when a car drove by, and he still reoriented back, so that's great. Now we can simply move back down up the line if we'd like to. But I want to point out that we do want to make sure that we are paying attention to our dog. If we see any hesitation, we want to move back. So we don't want to continue to move forward if our dog does not seem to be feeling good about it and does not seem to be offering us quick attention. Good. Good, nice job. Touch. Okay, and now our next step would be to add a distraction in. We can add a distraction at the end of our bowls if we'd like, or we can make it easier for our dog if it's something he's concerned about by making this line parallel or making it a curved line. So let's see what that looks like next. Now you can see we added this distraction at the end of our bowls. We're just using Caden. Rama does have issues working around other dogs, mostly because he gets overexcited, so practicing with his brother will be good practice for him before we start using another dog. Since he's not very worried about Caden, it's okay to use the straight line. And we're just going to start off in the same way, but with another, with a distraction involved, we're going to watch our dog very closely for any sign of hesitation. If he hesitates, we don't want to continue to move forward, we want to move back. And if he indicates he wants to go to his mat at all, if he looks at his mat or starts to walk over to there, we want to take him to his mat so that he can have a break and opt out of the game. So let's go ahead and start again. It's going to look exactly the same. So now that I'm getting attention at that first bowl, we're going to move on. And you can see he is moving me forward by offering attention. Good. That is his indication to me that he wants to continue the game. noticed the distraction again with the car. Oh, good job. And I just wanted to make sure I got eye contact before we move forward. He also noticed Kate here. Wait till he actually gives me eye contact. Good. So he continued to opt into the game rather than go see his brother, which is great. Good. 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 We're just going to take him down the line one more time to make sure he feels super good about playing this game with us. Distraction again and still reoriented back, which is great. See some squirrels running across the yard there. We'll see what he does. Good. Still we're reoriented back to me. So you can see how this really helps him work around distractions. Good job. Won the game at this point. Good. So we're going to try it one more time with the parallel setup. We've switched dogs. Rama's going to practice his mat work and Caden will practice Super Bowls. So we'll start off the same way. I'm going to let my dog get the treat here. I'm going to charge my first bowl and then we'll move on. There's our parallel setup. Hello again, and I just wanted to show you that we can also use Super Bowls to practice going through doorways or in tight spaces that our dog might not be comfortable with. So Rama does have some issues with new doorways, so we are practicing here with our double gate just to help him with his anxiety over doors. So he's pretty good with my door, but with new doors sometimes he does have issues, so we could use this with any new doorway. Good. Saw he was ready to move on. Good for his block, but he did reorient back, so we're going to go back to the door. Good. And you can see how that can help him gain confidence while going through tight spaces or through doorways. Good job, buddy.
I am here with Rama at the park playing a game of Super Bowls. As you can see, we do have some distractions off in the distance. We have some kids playing soccer in front of us there, and then we do have some other distractions behind us. We are at a safe distance, so we wanted to make sure that we stayed at a distance where he felt comfortable playing this game. As he becomes more comfortable, we can gradually decrease the distance, but at this point we wanted to play parallel, and we wanted to give him enough distance where he would be comfortable enough to continue this game. As you can see, he's noticing some distractions here. When he notices a distraction, we just stay at the same marker. And before we progress to the next marker, I just wait till he orients back to me with eye contact. Now, if we were moving towards a distraction, if he hesitated like this, we would want to go back and get away from the distraction. But since we have distractions on both sides, we're just staying at the same marker here. But he's still comfortable enough to play. He's just taking a little longer to reorient back. Now, what you can't see off camera is he does have a mat here. The mat's over by the camera, so if he did decide he wanted to opt out, he could walk over to his mat at any time. In a location like this, he may choose to do that, but since we've given him enough distance, he is feeling pretty confident. He's still able to play within this safe pattern. Now, we have established when he's playing Super Bowls, he does not interact with any of the triggers. He's just playing around them so that he's able to dismiss them. But while he's playing Super Bowls, he does not actually interact with any triggers. That gives him the confidence to recognize that this is a safe pattern. He knows what the game is, he knows how to play, and he knows that within this pattern he won't have to interact with these triggers. Again, he's having a good time. He's doing great. Super Bowls is a great game to play in a location like this to help your dog refocus. Thanks for watching us today, and I hope you all have fun with your dogs.